Richo, you didn't think that I could work with soy sauce and not introduce tofu into the mix, one of my favourite ingredients. I love it.
And look at this, I can keep tofu at spring onion
At
length.
bay.
And push it away. These are really fresh, amazing.
You need to behave with those. Get those down, they're dangerous. So you just need to chop those up nice and small. And there's some green chilli there as well. Now, I have some silken tofu. I love this stuff. It's actually brilliant in like a dip or anything as well. It's made out of soybeans. It's a complete protein. It's great for the vegan or vegetarian diet. And I'm going to steam it. It's a really simple way of cooking with it. And I'm going to steam it whole. So into a nice steamer we go here. It doesn't need long at all. It just needs to be warmed up. Now, smuggled next to that, as you like to say, smuggled, is I'm going to have some broccolini in there, just to the side. I'm going to put the lid on. I've got my nice bamboo steamer, which is a really cheap investment, but it's a brilliant use in the kitchen, isn't it?
I use them all the time.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So about 6 to 8 minutes, that's all that one needs. We'll let those set, forget, that's fine.
Now, Rosie, if we didn't have silken tofu, could we do this dish with other types of tofu?
Yeah, you can use firm tofu as well. There's fried firm tofu, there's puff tofu. There's tempeh. I mean, there's absolutely loads. Edamame. I mean, there's absolutely loads.
The list goes on and on.
The list goes on and on. Now, I've got some ginger that I've microplaned. I love microplaning things because it just makes everything so small. It makes all of that lovely essence of it come out, all the flavour come out. So 2 garlic cloves and a nice nugget, about 1-2 centimetre nugget of fresh ginger in there. I won't even get started on the medicinal, nutritional properties of these 2 things. They're wonderful. The more in there, the better.
Apparently, nutritionists say that garlic and ginger are very, very good for you.
And I think that's as simple as you need to keep it. You don't need to overcomplicate things. Is it good for me? Yes. Is it not? No. I mean, really, we just get confused when it's not. So I'm a very realistic nutritionist, Richo, as you know. Now, I've just got a nice little pan on a low heat with a bit of extra virgin olive oil. You can use coconut oil or ghee if you want to as well. I'm just going to toast off that garlic and that ginger, as well as some spring onions, so from the onion family too. A little normal sauté and some green chilli. In we go there. Now, we just want to sweat these off a little bit, and this is going to be the basis of our sauce. We're going to bring that tofu to life. So we've got some sesame oil there, brings a lovely flavour, some vegetarian oyster sauce made out of mushrooms, a bit of light soy sauce, which you absolutely have to have, black vinegar, and some molasses there. Delicious, bringing sweet and sour together. So let's get them in. A bit of sesame oil. There we go, about half a teaspoon. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce.
And I've taken the top of the soy sauce, about a tablespoon in there?
Yes, about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of that one. Yeah, go for it with that one.
Okay.
Brings a wonderful flavour. Some black vinegar, lovely stuff.
Oh, it's a great flavour.
And that molasses, let's get it in there. I mean, a lovely, rich, powerful sauce here. Can be used on all sorts of different things. I mean, I'm sure you could use this on some meats as well, Richo.
You could use it for chicken or even some seafood, just a little bit on some salmon or some prawns.
Very versatile. So let's turn everything off. This is ready. How quick is that? So we want to make sure we get a steam basket. Being careful of steam. Steam is hot. So we want the lid off there.
Look at that. Look at that.
Love it. So we've got some lovely broccolini, one of my absolute favourite vegetables there. Now, if you just slide that, you grab the baking paper and slide it off. You have to be as careful as you would with a panna cotta. It's quite a wobbly affair, really.
But I'm glad you used the baking paper because it makes it really easy to pick up. It's a bit awkward at the moment to pick it up, but look at that. It just comes up nicely and it's going to slide straight off. Look at that.
Beautiful. Well, it is quite gelatinous, and you don't want that to fall through the grids in the steamer either. So, oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Now, you can just put this over the tofu, but if we've got broccolini there, let's give it a little bit as well. So that just goes over our silken tofu. Try and tell me that that doesn't taste of anything anymore.
I can smell that dressing. It's really, really pungent, really strong, but in a good way, really good way.
I know, in a really good way. Right, I have some coriander over there. I've just got some peanuts that I'm just going to go through the middle as well. That's really just more for some nice texture in your mouth, a bit different amount. And I have some black rice here too, which is beautifully paired with some coriander on the top, some extra spring onions. Oh. Grab your fork or spoon. I'm going spoon so I can have a really nice scoop of it there. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
It looks really tasty, but I'll tell you what, it's the dressing that has that punch in it. That's incredible.
I love tofu done like this. I think it's absolutely delicious. What do you think?
I agree. It's a great little dish that really makes something out of tofu, which, as I like to say, it's like the chicken of the vegan world, but it is a really good, healthy dish. I would eat that often, Rosie.
That's wonderful to hear. Good news.